it's Kat from Creative Crafts, and again today we're going to make another wedding video preparation idea. We're going to make a centerpiece out of a garden fence. You know these plastic garden fences that you can bend very well and you can connect them together? Well, there's been a lot of videos about working with these DIY projects, and today is going to be one how to make a birdcage centerpiece for a wedding. I already had done 2 pieces, and I just realized today I wanted to make a video, and guess what? I don't have any more of those fences, so I'm going to have to try to wing it or try to show you what I'm talking about. So everybody, now you see now you can see what I'm doing here. You have to play with it until you get it to how you want it and how you want it to look like. If it isn't to your specifications, just keep playing with it until it gets to the form that you want. Like I said, I will just squish the 4 corners. Don't use any pliers because you will break it then. You see, now it's pretty much standing good on its own. This is what I'm going to do for now, and I'm just going to stick some glue here on the inside, on the back end, you know, here, this end here, so that it doesn't slip down anymore on all 4 corners. And then once that's cooled, you can go to the next step and add things on top. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can also take got some glue on it. This project's really easy. It's very easy and it's quick. You can spray paint it any color you want, and like I said, you can spray paint it white. Or what we could do is take this and put this aside, and then we can put this one together because I already spray painted it. But I do suggest if you want, you probably paint the inside too quickly. I did this totally gray silver. So I got some more of these. Like I said, you need some of these, 4 of them at least. And you just take this and make sure you have this towards the inside. And connect it here, these 2 pieces here. You see that? And then you take it and bend it slightly. Don't do it too much. You don't want it too tight. Just make it small as you can, and then bend it slightly. You don't want it that tight like I told you before. And make sure it's a little loose. I suggest to put a little glue on it first before you put the next one, so that you know that it doesn't go down. And cut that end off. You don't want that sticking in there. Like I said, wait until the glue cools before you do the next one. A little bit, a few seconds maybe, and then you do the next one. You do it to all 4 sides. But like I said before, you need to first put all these on and then spray paint it. So, like I said, try not to go too much. A little bit of glue, because you don't want it to roll back down. Because believe me, it will. Then you go to the next one. Oh, come on. Like I said, make it as small as you can, and then bend them downwards like this, as you see what I'm doing here, and try to hold it like that, but not too tight, and just pull. And don't pull too tight, because you don't want it too tight, because like I said, then the shape will be warped. Right now it looks funny because I still have one other side to do. You add glue to it so that it doesn't fall down. Cut that piece off. So now we do this side, the last corner. Pull it as small as you can before you do that last end. And now you use your technique or your hands. These need to be bent a little bit, like I told you before. I didn't bend them correctly at first. So make sure you bend it pretty good. Don't use pliers like I said. Here you go. Here's that piece I told you how it should look. Add some glue on this last piece. And if you want, you can bend it and then hold it just a little bit. You can also use a blow dryer on high or a heat gun, but be careful, can it be very hot. Soften the plastic up. It'll be very easy, much easier to bend. So that's another small tip. You can bend these with it, these corners with it, so that it doesn't look too funny. You want it to look like a bird cage. And this is how you do it. There you go, you got this. The next step you can do is put a plate underneath if you want. What I suggest is, if it's for a wedding, you need maybe flowers. So let's get some white flowers and some other small little things here. And what you can do is tip it upside down. Well, let's first cut that piece off. So cut that piece off. It is really, really easy to do this project. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. And you can also use this stuff here, up here on top. You can take some glue and do this, or you can take a thicker one, which probably look even prettier. Something like this one here. Add this here if you want. You can do whatever you want. I have also these flowers, which maybe look even better in it because it's more country style. So let's do two different methods. What you could do is, I would suggest maybe find something or a container where you can actually put here in the middle. What I'm going to do today is, I did this, like I showed you, make sure you put the glues on it. It's a little wobbly. So like I said, just keep bending it until you know that it's no longer wobbly. See, this one's perfect now. I put a round mirror on the bottom, as you can see what I did. And you can add maybe a battery round candle and put that in here and do that. And then you take, some flowers like this. I glued it together with some baby scraps and put this in here too with it. I would suggest to use battery round candles because, it's plastic and you don't want anything to be burning. You can do something like this if you want, or take that out. You can get a square mirror or a square plate. You can either get cardboard and connect something on the bottom. So you're just gonna cut the piece that you need. And then just double check it. I think once you glue something on the bottom of this, it's actually going to be even more stable. So what you can do is, okay, this needs to be cut down a little bit more. So both sides you cut off maybe 1/4 of an inch maybe on both sides. Don't want to do too much because if you don't want to use a mirror, you can use this. This is perfect, yeah. And once we glue this on, what we could do is cut the excess off after that. And then we can glue it to where we want, how you want it perfectly square. So what I would suggest is to put the glue on the bottom of the fence here first. Try to be quick about it and precise because you don't want to make any mistakes. So what you do is push in the sides and hold it. Yeah, now I got it. And just wait until it cools a little bit. I hate when that does that. Come on, there we go. Now it's getting better. And just wait until it cools, because if you pick it up too early, it won't stick, and then you're gonna have to try it again. So I'd hold it for at least a half a minute or a minute. So now we get the bottom on it. Yeah. Now it's, you know that it's directly on the table and it's not wobbling. So now I would suggest you to cut the excess off. I mean, if you want to wait a little bit more, you can, because the glue is still a little hot. So this one didn't seem to glue well, so what you're going to do is go to the side, push it down a little bit like this, a little bit further than normal, and then put some glue on the side and let it go up. Hold it until you know that it's not curved, until it's totally flat, and just hold it. And then I can cut off the rest after it's totally cooled. I'll wait until it's that. And this is very cheap centerpiece to make, and it looks beautiful once you're finished with it. No. Blowing it does help it cool down. So I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit like that until it cools. And what I'm going to do is on the bottom of here, so you don't see this, I want to glue some of this bling straps on it like this. So now what I'm going to do now is I want to, once we cut off all the excess cardboard, you want to take some of this and put it on here, but you put it on there after you spray paint the bottom, or if you haven't spray painted it yet and you decide to do this first, that's okay. So let me cut all this off so I can stick that on there evenly. This needs to be cut down too. Like I said, just make sure that it's perfect. Take your time doing it. Make sure that it's, see, it doesn't move there. It's fine. So now what I want to do is, you probably won't see these, because what you could do is, I mean, I made a mistake here on this one. So if you do it correctly, like I said with this part here, you won't have this mistake. All right, so don't cut those ends off. Just put them together and form it, and then glue it on a cardboard like you want it. And I'm going to now glue the bling on the ends so you don't see the cardboard. So now that looks great. I think it looks great. So now that is done, just imagine that it's already, the bottom is all painted the same color and you have everything under control there. What you can do now is you can add some flowers and have it go down the sides, you know, like this. You can add more flowers underneath if you want to make it look a little bit more thicker and bushier. Sometimes the flowers just stick on with each other with no problem. And you can do this if you want. Another idea is you just add the flowers on the inside and you don't have candles here. You can add this in the middle and then put some candles on the side. We can pull these off. They're very easy to remove. And then we can just add the roses. Just add some roses inside. Crisscross them. And then put another one on top. Make sure the bottom is covered. Basically, you need 3 good-sized roses. And that's it. I mean, it would look much better if I made the tutorial correctly, but like I said, I thought I still had another one and I didn't, so I had to just improvise. Voila, you have your little set. There's so many other things you could use. You can put a jar inside here or a vase and fill it up with rocks and add some real flowers to it if you want. You can also add this here that I have made. They have a tutorial for it, how you can do this. You can put one of these in here and then put a tea light inside or a small candle up top here, and can add the flowers then inside there too. The roses. Take the rose stem off. There's so many great things you can do with these things. And then you just have it like this. And then you can use it as a centerpiece and it has a candle. You can take your leaves like this and just stick them in and have them stick them out on the sides like this. Can do that too. There's so many different things you can do with this project. Like I said, you can make your own choice on how you can do it. If you want to know how to do this here, I have the video. I had recently made it. It's on my list there on the videos. If you want to do that instead, if you haven't watched it, watch it, please. First, connect these pieces together because it comes as 4. Connect it, put it down. Second step, bend it like this so that it gets squares out. You do it to all 4 corners. Third step is adding these ties, the cable ties. Get small ones if you can. Small ones is perfect. And connect it so that you can push these areas down Once that is done, you then add your cardboard or your, if you don't need to, if you want to spray paint it, add your cardboard. And then when you're done with the cardboard, spray paint it to the color you want. I would suggest either use a white if you're going to do something like a farmhouse. Spray paint it with a white spray paint, but very lightly, quickly over. Miss some areas, not big areas, but just go really quick over it on the inside a little bit. And then you can add your ribbon or bling or whatever you want here on the ends here. Then you add these stuff to it. You can add normal ribbon if you want. Or instead of using the cardboard, you can buy a square mirror and add that. But I think the cardboard would be actually cheaper because you can just spray paint it, or you can cover it with this mirror sticky paper. It's not like for cabinets, or if you want to make a something in the background, you can use this. It comes in a big roll. You can put this on the cardboards and stick it on in one big piece, and then cut many pieces off of it so you can make several of these, and then glue that onto the cardboard after you spray painted it. And then, like I said, then you can do whatever else you want with it. After that is your choice. You can add some, like I said, a big candle holder in it, or a vase, and add flowers to it. That is so many different things you can do with this. And I hope this was helpful, not so chaotic like I think it is. And if you haven't subscribed, please press the button below and subscribe. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if there's something you did not understand or you misunderstood, write it below, and I will try to explain to you what I meant by what I'm saying or things. Yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed all the other videos I made during the last couple of weeks. And I hope to see you soon again. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.